Hello everyone, my name is Saturn and welcome to 3 Minutes or Less. This is a video series where I'll be explaining how a casual gamer can survive in a new FPS game. I myself am a casual gamer, which means I don't have the time to grind hours on any specific game, but I do enjoy living to tell the story. So, stick around if you want to last longer than 30 seconds. Today we are talking about Valorant. You might have heard of it as the unwanted offspring of League of Legends and CSGO, but essentially it's an FPS game where you can choose certain agents with different abilities that will give you a tactical advantage. With that being said, let's start that timer and let's begin this tutorial. Now on to step 1, shift walking. I want to say about 60 to 70% of the time I am shift walking, especially on attack. This is because Valorant is all about information and it relies heavily on your ability to hear the opponent. So if you can take away your opponent's ability to hear you before they see you, you'll have a much better chance of staying alive. If you don't play with headphones, I highly recommend it. Step 2, awareness. This will come as you play the game more, so do your best to get familiar with the maps. Understand when you're approaching a corner and peek each corner cautiously. You'll never know when someone is going to be sitting in a corner waiting to click on your head. So, a couple ways you can clear corners. First is wide peeking. Second would be jiggle peeking. And third, using your abilities. And fourth, simply just dry peeking. You'll need to decide which kind of peek will be best. Think, where would you put your crosshair if you were sitting in a corner? If you can think like that, then you can put yourself in a spot where their crosshair isn't, and you can increase your chances of living. Step 3, always have cover. I think this goes for every FPS game, but the idea is to understand where the enemy can shoot you from. So instead of standing out here in the open where I could be shot at from 3 or more different angles, try doing this. Here you can see I'm eliminating the amount of angles from 3 down to 1, which makes it a lot easier to stay alive. Step number 4, crosshair placement. Now, if you've played this game before, you're probably wondering why I put this as step 4. Saturn, why wouldn't you put this as step 1? Granted, I can agree with you, but the reason being is that having the best crosshair placement is great, but it doesn't really help you if you don't know where you're going to put your crosshair in the first place. So oftentimes people like to look down in shooters, but instead we need to train ourselves to put the crosshair where we think an enemy might be hiding. This way all we have to do is click to get the easy kill, and more importantly, you get to keep playing the game. So what does this look like? Simply put your crosshair at head level and aim where you think someone will peek you from, like this. Now, you can do this by using your teammates' heads to help you adjust properly. And last thing I'll say here, run, stop, shoot. You'll be much more accurate this way. Step number 5, play the objective. Getting kills is fun, and it's not like it isn't important, but the game mode is not a team deathmatch. The team who successfully plants or defuses the spike wins. So, play your life. If you get a kill, back up and stick with your team. You and your team will be much happier to take a 5v4 situation than a 4v4 situation. Step number 6, callouts. Remember how I said that information is key to this game? Well, good information comes from good communication. You gotta call things out, like I hear people A, behind you, CT, CT, or they're planting bomb. You could be the bottom frag but still be the most influential player on the team just because you call things out and set up your teammates. Now, be careful, don't call them too much because misinformation isn't good either. Well, we are out of time, and I hope this was helpful. Please let me know in the comments below, and please like the video if you did. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. But until then, stay stellar.